We are live here at West Edmonton Mall. Mike Gould with Conrad Krausert on ASTV, where we're here for our second last game of the day. This one between the Toronto Bulldogs and the Detroit Junior Red Wings at the 33rd Annual Brick Invitational Tournament.
If you couldn't tell, the glare and the sun is out. I'm not just doing this because the most recent Top Gun movie just came out. But before we get to our anthems, I'll give you a few stats about our teams. Detroit coming into this game at 1-2, but they do have one of the tournament's top scorers. Number 77, Vinny Morandi, 4 goals, 1 assist. Toronto coming in at 2-1. Joshua Hackett, their leading goal scorer, 2 goals, 2 assists.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in front of us here at the West Ed Ice Palace. For now, we'll take you back down to ice level, where our two teams are getting ready for the playing of the national anthems and Atlantic College.
And just before we do that, just a reminder that this game is brought to you by KO Group Limited.
Welcome to West Edmonton Mall Ice Palace. Mike Gould, Conrad Krausert here on ASTV at the 33rd Annual Brick Invitational Tournament. On this Wednesday evening, it's the Detroit Junior Red Wings taking on the Toronto Bulldogs.
And Mike, we might as well be in Detroit because I believe that is an octopus.
Oh, wow.
On the ice.
That is a different one. Oh, man. What a start to this evening. Love to get the ice crew to pick that one up. They're actually going to get the referee some gloves. Oh, man. What a start to this one.
Definitely a reference to the NHL's Red Wings. I don't know if we can get a zoom in on that 8-legged, tentacled creature.
And he lifts it over his head, the referee does. Oh, my goodness. That is hilarious.
Well, it looks more like a squid.
That is absolutely hilarious.
Now, it looks like they had given the tournament forewarning about the cephalopod that's going to be thrown on the ice. So everyone seemed to be ready for that one.
Well, that's going to be the new talking point for us about when we talk about foreign substances on the ice. It's not going to be coffee anymore. Now it's going to be watch out for octopi.
I think, as I said, think it was a squid, not quite an octopus, but, you know, improvise.
That is one heck of a way to start this game.
Yeah. How do we go up from here?
Yeah, my goodness. Well, folks, it is Detroit, Toronto. Got a couple of starting goaltenders to tell you about for the Bulldogs. Wearing number 36, it'll be Enzo Fortino, who catches left. In goal, wearing navy, yellow, and white, as his team goes from right to left on your screens. At the other end for Detroit, it looks like it'll be Colin Ferguson, who catches right, and he wears number 35.
I gotta say, I do like the improvised look here. Not with the navy blue pant covers here for the Bulldogs. Instead, changing it up, going with the yellow pant covers.
Yeah, it's sharp. It's much better. I like this a lot. As we prepare for the face-off at center ice for Detroit, it's Erat who faces off, and a bit of a scramble there, pushed forward by Detroit, and now they take over. Down the left side, Detroit chips it in.
And the Burlington boys, not the Baja men, starting their Who Let the Dogs Out in the fan support corner.
Now Toronto brings it back the other way. Delino dumps it in. Erat back on that puck. We'll mention his father, Martin Erat, one of the coaches for this Detroit team. Martin, a alumnus of the Nashville Predators, Washington Capitals, and Phoenix Coyotes.
Mike, I think we might have gotten the wrong goaltender for the Red. Nope, you are correct.
Nope.
Both left-handed catching.
Yes, that is right. Pardon me. Yes, it looked like he was a right catching goaltender from the backside, but yes. Now a chance in front. A save made by Detroit's Colin Ferguson. Made no mistake on which was the blocker on that one. He may have gotten right in front of it with it.
So I was talking with our color commentary compatriots here at the ASTV coverage booth, and Rory McGowan said, you know, this Red Wings team is almost a coin flip which team shows up. Sometimes they'll have a phenomenal game, and sometimes it'll start to implode early and often. So when you try and figure out this game, it's quite difficult because you don't know which Red Wings team is going to be there on that day.
And as mentioned, the Red Wings team with significantly experienced leadership behind the bench with Erat. Not on the bench tonight is Alex Tanguay, who is a longtime NHL veteran, and his son is also on this Detroit team. We've seen him around the rink. We're sure he's taking this one in, and we'll have some messages for Detroit after this game as well. Now Toronto brings it out to center. Mashinter down the left side fires a shot. Oh, what a glove snag is made there by Ferguson.
So I've been making mention of this. I pay attention to the hockey sticks that the players are carrying. And Mashinter has the very unique tape job of not just going toe to heel, but all the way up about, let's call it 3 inches up the blade of his stick.
Yeah,
or the shaft.
Yeah, I honestly, as a hockey player, I was never sure why you would tape the bottom of the shaft of your stick, but hey, different strokes, I guess. And now Detroit brings it in down the right side.
Similar tape job being represented by one of the Red Wings, but we have an early penalty call here.
Yes, an interference call will be made against Toronto, sending Detroit to this game's first power play, brought to you by the Kachuk Advisory Group at Scotia Wealth Management. We share a passion for our community, and we believe wealth is about more than just money at the Kachuk Advisory Group.
And Blake Reed also has that strange tape job. Almost looks like you put a sock over the bottom of your blade.
10:27 on the clock in this period. 2 minutes on the power play for Detroit. Tanguay tried to fire the shot. It's caught up in the skates of the Toronto players, and now it's sent all the way down the ice. Back on it for Detroit. As Corbin gets it out to Reed, who hands it off for Colton Lance down the right side. Lance tried to drag the puck back to Roche. Toronto takes it away. And up the far side, they advance it, but not out. Shot from a sharp angle there, sails high over the net.
So I'm trying to remember, I had a conversation with one of our tournament officials downstairs. I think you're allowed to bring 5 coaches and declare 5 coaches, but due to space on the bench, I think you're only allowed to carry 4 to your bench. That could be why Alex Tanguay is not on the bench here for the Red Wings, but you know, I'm not 100% certain on that one.
I see Tangs. He's over in the left corner there wearing a white baseball cap. We saw him chatting with some of the parents before the game.
Notable in our minds because we're both Calgary boys here on the commentary crew.
Yes, Tanguay twice a Calgary Flame, first from 2006, 2008, and then from 2010 to 2013.
Played on a very good line with Jerome McGinley for a lot of years.
Yeah, the Tanguay-McGinley connection definitely lit up the Saddle Dome ice quite a bit, and got that flame setting out of the arena ceiling on more than a few occasions. Now Erat set to take a face-off for Detroit in their own defensive zone against Dodek. Face-off, bit of a scramble. Toronto comes away with it, and Dodek has it down low. Dodek being hassled there by Erat. Now Dodek falls on his backside, and the puck squirts free for Erat. Erat hands it off. With it now is Haringa. Pardon me, down the left side there, that was Morandi. Now it's rimmed around, and Erat is on it down low. Morandi on that puck at the circle in front. Oh, and that one's just deflected away.
Could not get it redirected to the 4x6 frame, but definitely a good setup by the Red Wings power play unit.
Now the puck set back down past Campbell at the point. That's not Nick Lidstrom wearing number 5. It is Bennett Campbell coming down the right side. He dumps it in.
Definitely has a little bit of a size advantage like Lidstrom did.
Absolutely. Now Detroit with the puck down low comes out in front, and it hops over the stick of Martin. Puck sent up to the point and out. Back onto there is Thorne. Thorne down the left side, and oh, Martin just caught offside for Detroit.
Just a half step too slow getting back to the line. And Mike, you know, I've seen a couple of the players with this, but a lot of players not electing to go with contacts at this young age group, but you're seeing those sport goggles under the helmets from a lot of different teams. Kind of a unique look, and actually, they don't have to. I heard from one of the players, he feels he doesn't have to wear the eye black because the black frame of the sport goggles cuts down the glare.
That would make sense. Now band off, the draw hands it off over to his left. Detroit brings the puck in, long shot there, turned aside easily by Enzo Fortino. And the puck sent back out to neutral ice. Look out of the penalty box. Toronto bringing it in. Puck was knocked away from Pollard, but he still sends it down low to his teammate. Now Detroit takes over up the near side. Coming out to center, taking it on there is Deskins. Deskins hands it off. Lee flips it just wide. Now Toronto bringing it out to center. Making moves there is Mashinter. Mashinter has Stewart. Mashinter down the right side, backhands it just wide. Off the carom, picking it up there is Stewart. Stewart tried to pull the string on a move. Got caught up in the Detroit player's stick, and now down low, Stewart trying to find it, comes out in front, and Detroit sweeps it away. Now DeRoche sends it down low for Peretta. Peretta into the middle. Mashinter couldn't quite find it. Now he gets it, but Detroit takes it away. And on it there is Corbin. Corbin up to the right side, finds Reed. Reed lost control to Chan, and Toronto will look to break out. Up the left side now comes Stewart, but the puck is knocked off his stick by Detroit. Out at center, they're both teams jamming away at that puck. Reed brings it in. Now it's sent to Lance. Lance in front. Tanguay couldn't quite deflect it on goal. Now it's Toronto. Chen sends it all the way into Detroit territory. Not quite hard enough for icing. Mashinter hard on the forecheck there. Puck now rimmed around, and Tanguay finds it. Nice first pass there by Tanguay, and now Detroit brings it out to center. Down the left side, Lance lost control. Almost a turnover there by the Bulldogs. Detroit back on it. Down the right side, Simon bangs it to himself. Now it's sent back out to center where Reed has control. Reed down the right side. Has the puck on his backhand and sends it below the goal line where he gives chase. Back on it for Toronto is Mateo Malfera. Now Toronto bringing it out to center. It's deflected right in front of us on our broadcast booth.
As I'm looking up stats, that was quite a wake-up call.
Yeah, that was a little bit close. Didn't want to have to make another glove save in this, sitting from this bar stool that I'm on. And now Toronto brings it out to center. Making moves there was Seuss, but it was knocked off his stick. And now it's taken by Kalapaka. Over to the right side, taken there by Nicholson. Nicholson shot. Karam's wide. Now Detroit advances the puck ahead. Erat hands it off over to the left side. Red Wings pressing here, looking for this game's first goal. Down low on that puck is Morandi. Now they're going to call Detroit for a penalty. Look out. I think that'll be a rough against Morandi.
Cross check.
With 5:47 on the clock in this first period. You're going to hear the uproar from the Toronto fans as Morandi gave their player a bit of a shot after he lost control of the puck.
So we don't want to make this tournament all about height of the players. But I think we do have our shortest goaltender of the tournament thus far in net for the Red Wings. But think of this. We saw the 2011 tournament, and the Western Selects went to the finals with the shortest tandem in the tournament.
Yeah, Aiden Jones played a lot of games for them in that tournament.
And Michael Zavaleta had a great save percentage.
Yeah, so that was definitely a very strong and versatile goaltending tandem. Is now Toronto on the power play. Up top, Pollard with a shot. Scores! Jackson Pollard, more like Jackson Pollock. That was a beauty piece of art.
Painted the top corner with that shot. But yeah, just as I've talked about multiple times, getting not just one screen, but 2 or 3 on the way to the net. Cut away the goaltender's eyes. Very tough to stop.
5:31 on the clock in this first period. Pollard is pumped up. Power play goal gives Toronto a 1-0 lead. Face-off forthcoming at center ice. Back to five-a-side hockey after the power play goal. Detroit looking to tie this game. They're being outshot 3-1 midway through this period.
Unfortunately, the clouds will come over, so the glare is much lessened here from our broadcast location, as you can tell on the stream as well.
Detroit wins the neutral zone draw. Oh, look out. Dodek takes it away. Dodek has it just skitter away from him. Finds it back in front. Oh, they score! Nate DeGazio. And Toronto quickly takes a 2-0 lead.
I don't want to say we called this, but as we said, when it rains, it pours for this Detroit team. Goals come in bunches. And that's not just this 2012 edition. It's also that we saw it with the 2011s as well.
The Bulldogs taking a 2-0 lead on goals. I don't want to say how many seconds apart, but wouldn't have been more than 10, I don't think, as the Bulldogs really coming to play midway through this first period.
And so I think I just saw, I don't claim to read lips, but I think one of the Detroit coaches said, can we remind the Bulldogs just to speed their celebrations up a little bit?
They do take quite a while, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and it's when there's 2 in less than a minute, it can drain on your players' mentality very quickly.
Yeah, it can just get on your nerves a little bit sometimes. Toronto back on the puck, sent up the near side, and now brought out to center. On it there is Delino. Delino battling for it. Pokes it out to DeGazio. DeGazio into the zone, falls down. No call upcoming, and Detroit sends it back into Toronto territory. On it there is Wang. Wang has DeRoche with him. Wang spins away from a forechecker and now carries it through the middle himself. Turns it over. Here's a chance for Lance. Lance shoots. Scores!
Oh, and a cheeky celebration. Bringing a finger to his lips, looking directly into the Bulldogs' corner. Oh boy, it's getting spicy out here, folks.
Colton Lance off the turnover by Wang makes it a 2-1 game with 4:41 remaining in this first period.
Oh, if this is just the beginning, I can't wait till the end.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. Wow, what a start to this one already. 3 goals in about a minute, maybe even less than that. And it's a 2-1 game in favor of Toronto here at West Edmonton Mall. Detroit on that puck. Erat up the right side. Erat's got speed. Erat at the circle, shoots. Oh, off the side of the net. Close call there for Erat.
I thought that had gone in.
Yeah, I
the
thought
way
so
the net
too.
bounced, but
now Mashinter back the other way. Mashinter stops, fires, and a save is made there by Ferguson. Now up top, a shot, and that one's blocked by Detroit. Toronto jars it free. A spinning shot. Save made by Ferguson. Stewart down low. Wraparound. Scores!
the track meet has begun. And the defenseman from Detroit thinking his goaltender had that one frozen. The bench is thinking that as well.
Yeah, Martin Erat is not happy. He's asking for an explanation. They're not going to give it to him. And Detroit now trails 3-1.
And the referee not having any of it, saying, I was in the right position. I could see that puck was free.
That'll be Drew Stewart on that wraparound, making it 3-1 for Toronto.
And these coaches need to be careful. I know a couple of them have been warned about dissent towards the referees already.
Now Toronto bringing it back in. Kalapaka hands it off. Here's a chance for Toronto again. A backhand shot. Oh, that one's set just wide there by Braden Nicholson. Now Detroit brings it out to center. Deskins after that puck. Taken there by Pollard. Pollard gets it ahead. Down the right side comes Saratsky. That one goes by the wayside. A goaltender fell down, and now the puck sent down low. After it there is Saratsky. Saratsky kicks it to his stick. Has it at the right circle. Spins away from Thorne. Saratsky down low. Connects up top, and that one's deflected away by Detroit. Puck kept alive in the offensive zone for a moment by Toronto. Now the Red Wings clear successfully. And down the right side comes Martin. Martin has a step. Martin on goal. Shoots. Scores!
Oh, my goodness.
Brennan Martin. Detroit back within one. We've got 5 goals on 8 shots.
I almost wonder if you want to take a timeout here, if you're either team, just get your goaltenders to be focused. Change the mindset a little bit.
Mother of mercy. I mean, the Toronto defender stumbled at the blue line, and Martin had a bit of extra room to walk in. You can see that wide open far side of the net, and he found it. And holy mackerel, it's a 3-2 game for Toronto with 3:09 to play in this first period.
I almost want to contact one of our amazing Brick board members and ask them, what's the highest total combined score we've ever had?
Almost another one there for Toronto as the pass went right past DeGazio on the doorstep. He's looking for his second of the game. Now Detroit brings it back the other way. Oh, this is pandemonium at West Edmonton Mall. It's 3-2 for Toronto.
By the end of the game, you might hear my voice doing play-by-play because Mike's might give out.
This is wild. Just wild. I cannot believe this. Both teams battling for that puck. Down low, Reed sends that one just skittering wide. Reed finds it down low, helping out there another couple of Detroit players. Now Toronto jars it free up the near side. It goes to Dodek. Can't get past Corbin though. Corbin sends it toward the circle. Lance is after it now. Lance has lost his lance, or I should say his stick. And now back on it is Toronto as Wong hands it off to his defense partner, and the Bulldogs clear it to center.
Mike, we might not get a break on our second intermission if the scoring keeps up.
Yeah, we might not. Dodek lost control. Lance back on it, gets it ahead for Tanguay. Tanguay 1-on-4. Tanguay almost pulls off a move. Tanguay from his backside got it toward the goal. Wow.
And no arm raised in the air.
Yeah.
Had 2 sets of arms and sticks wrapped around him. And he's shaking his head. Feels like he should have got more on it.
Yeah, Tanguay, I would say he got mauled a little bit on that play, but nevertheless, he goes back to the bench, and we are back underway after that face-off in the Toronto zone. Puck up the near side now through the middle. Skating with it is Mashinter. Might be a 2-on-1. Here comes Mashinter. Mashinter shoots. Scores!
Why not? Let the craziness continue.
Clive Mashinter. It's 4-2 with 1:39 remaining in this first period. And it looks like we might be seeing a goaltending change.
Yeah, likely will from the Red Wings here. It is going to be a goaltending swap.
Toronto scores 4 goals on 6 shots. And coming in now is Nolan Blankish to replace Colin Ferguson, who heads back to the bench, gets some pats from his teammates.
And throws his glove in frustration.
Well, it's a frustrating scene here in the West Edmonton Mall, where we've seen now 6 goals scored on 10 shots. Now Pollard back on that puck for Toronto. Up the near side, gets it back. Stewart back on it now. Stewart up the far side boards. Can't get the puck out. Detroit back on it. Lee gives chase. Now Stewart gets it ahead for Mashinter. Mashinter through the middle, down the left side. Back on that puck. Mashinter just out of his reach. Now Detroit picks it up down low and sends it up the far side. Picked off there by Toronto, but they can't get it deep. And Detroit looks to clear. Deskins' pass goes off a skate. Mashinter's back on the puck. Trailing there. Kalapaka drags it on the backhand and knocked away by Detroit. Kalapaka lost control. And after it there for Toronto is Peretta. Taken away now by Detroit. And Deskins has it up top. Pass sent behind Martin. Toronto picks up the puck. Martin looking to force a turnover. Pollard backhands it out to center. Up the near side, Kalapaka directs it into the Detroit zone. Shallow though, and now Thorne gives chase and ships it out to center. 23.2 on the clock here late in this first period. Pass is blocked down. Here comes Martin down the right side. Martin has Deskins. Martin in front. Deskins! Oh, he couldn't direct it on goal. Toronto back to center. 10 seconds on the clock. Kalapaka's pass in front. Nicholson driving. Couldn't find the puck. And Detroit will clear it out to safety. That should do it for the first period. Well, Conrad, after 12 minutes of play, we've averaged a goal every 2 minutes. It's 4-2 for Toronto.
This is nuts.
Yeah, bonkers.
I don't think there's any other way to describe it. Like, we've gone games that have ended 1-0, 1-2-1 all tournament. And then we show up and we're treated to 2-4 just in the first.
Yeah, it felt like there was a stretch there where there were 5 consecutive shots that went in.
Yeah, and I do want to know what the record is for most goals in a combined game here at the Brick.
We're on pace for it to be 12-6. I would be surprised if we saw that final score, but I don't think we're done yet.
I wouldn't be shocked either. Oh boy. So, production team, do we have any of our goals that we can go to here? We've got 6 to choose from. Let's get one of them up on the screen here.
So this is the 4th Toronto goal of the period. And it's brought up through the middle. This is just Mashinter coming down the left side. And he just fires a wrister that beats the goaltender for Detroit, Ferguson, under the arm. And that spelled the end of his day.
Yeah, Ferguson, you could see, was trying to cut down the angles, was very much high and out of his crease at times. And, you know, quality shot and a tough night for a young man.
Yeah, honestly, not a whole lot of saves at either end so far. And for Toronto, Fortino will remain between the pipes. He has seen 4 shots and has allowed 2.
Yeah, and it looks like he's almost talking to himself. Maybe he talks to his posts as he's gliding down towards the goal at our north side here at the Ice Palace of West Edmonton Mall.
I don't think you'll ever meet a goaltender who has not talked to his posts at one time or another.
I know I do when I was playing pond hockey, so.
Exactly.
And the most infamous of that being Patrick Waugh. Also,
when you were playing goalie in pond hockey, they probably made more saves than you did.
probably. I wasn't very good. I said I was out there.
Face off at center ice, and both teams scrambling for it. Now it's dumped in, but not deep, by Kalapaka.
I was just the tallest kid around, the biggest kid, so they threw me in net just like, we'll throw enough on net that'll hit him. So eventually he'll stop one.
I'm trying to remember who it was that I saw. I think it might have been ESPN that I saw once. I think it was, would a sumo wrestler be a good goaltender because they just take up so much space? And it turned out, they actually wouldn't be that good of a goaltender. And so much, because so much is about lateral movement and technicality. And that's what you see in so many of these young goaltenders, and especially higher up in the ranks. Now Tanguay trying to find that puck. It's batted away by Toronto. And it comes up high. Blaze now long shot. Gott's on goal. Save is made. The rebound by Tanguay, directed wide. And now it's flipped out into the spectator area by Toronto.
And that's why I'll see so many goaltenders. They'll have their goaltending coach, and then they'll go see a figure skating instructor to work on that edge work. Because it is quite common. You'll see that the cut and how they sharpen their skates is way different than a player.
And now look out, it looks like Detroit's goaltender. The new goaltender is Nolan Blankish. Looks like he might have been playing without a net guard. So they've gotten that sorted out, and they're going to apply it at the bench here, so we'll have a slight delay.
That little thin strip of Kevlar saving so many young players' lives at every level.
It's important. It's always important.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're playing beer league, then you think everyone has control of their skates and their sticks. Folks, wear your net guard.
Face-off coming up in the Detroit attacking zone. They trail by 2 early in this second period. And after that delay, they're going to wave Erat out of the face-off circle. One of his teammates will have to come in to replace him. And it looks like it'll be Vinny Morandi. Toronto wins the draw. Back in their own zone. They try to chip it out, and they do. Dodic up to the line, has a man streaking. Fires it over to the near side for DeGazio. DeGazio enters the zone down the right side. Fires it in front. And cutting it off there for Detroit is Nolan Blankish.
Both of these Red Wings goalies play right at the top of their blue paint, trying to cut down the angle very early on.
Now Morandi dumps it in for Detroit. Giving chase down low is Sebastian Erat. Erat forced a turnover, and at the side of the goal, nobody was there for the Red Wings. Now Morandi back to Erat, but Toronto takes over, and Dodic will chip it out to center. Detroit back on the puck. Back onto there is Drew Corbin, but he couldn't quite find it. Toronto sneaks behind him. Bulldogs get it up top, but their defenseman had gone off for a change, so it comes back out to center for Pollard.
Mike, I took a shot of espresso before this game thinking I would need it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, the play on the ice has warranted that unnecessary.
Yeah, now Peretta down the left side, almost had a clear path to the net, but Detroit got back in the way of that one. Toronto down low, up top, comes to Chen. Chen hands it off over to the left side there for Pollard. Pollard toward the goal, but Detroit cuts it off and clears it out to center. Up the near side, Blaze fans on that dump-in attempt. Now Morandi chips it to himself. Goes off for a change as Stewart is back on it for Toronto. Turnover play in front, and that one's deflected away by Toronto. And the Bulldogs will look to clear it up the near side. Mushenter down the right side. Chases after that puck in the Red Wing zone. Cutting that one off for Detroit was Bennett Campbell. Campbell down low, helped out there by Lee. Now it's squirts free. Detroit looking to clear, but Blay had his stick lifted and almost turned the puck over to the Bulldogs. Now it's brought in down the right side by Campbell. Dropped it there for Lee. Lee makes a move, but has the puck knocked off his stick by the Bulldogs. Now over on the near side, streaking in after it is Martin. Sends it down low for Lee. Lee on that puck. Has it taken away from him by Saratsky. And Toronto will break it out up the near side. Through the middle, here's a 2-on-1 for the Bulldogs. Saratsky passes it, here's a chance, and a save is made there by Blankish.
It almost looks like Detroit's trying to lock this game down a little bit. Say, you know what, we were a little too free and loose in the first period. Ended up costing our goaltender. Let's play the rest of this game a little bit tighter.
Now Lee down low, lost control. Toronto tries to backhand it out, knocked down by the Red Wings. Backhand pass in front. It's taken away by Toronto. Bulldogs up the near side, get it out to center. Leading the charge is Nicholson. Nicholson at the left circle. Nicholson shoots. Glove save made by the goaltender for Detroit, Blankish. And now it's cleared away from danger. Up the near side, it's Deskins. Deskins makes a nice move. Deskins the pass. Nobody there for the Red Wings. Now coming off the bench is Reed. Couldn't find it. Bulldogs on it. Bulldogs out to center. Toronto enters the zone 3-on-2. Nicholson makes a move, shoots. Save made by Blankish. The rebound. Oh, and it just directed off a body. Now down low, it's Nicholson. Nicholson for Toronto. Looks up front. He sends it off the back of the net. Now chips it up top for Wang. Pardon me, Seuss. Long shot there is knocked aside by Blankish. Detroit on that puck down low. It's turned over though. DeGazio streaks onto it. DeGazio with it for the Bulldogs up top. Finds Seuss. Seuss long shot. That one sails wide off the rebound. DeGazio is stopped by Blankish. DeGazio down low. DeGazio looking for it still. Now he's knocked off the puck, but Toronto retains possession. Down low, up top, Seuss settles it down. Seuss keeps it in at the right point. Fires it down below the goal line. After it, there's DeGazio. He's got Dodick in front. DeGazio couldn't quite find him there. And now a spinning shot by Toronto. Kick save made by Blankish. And now it's brought up to center by Lance. Lance through the middle. Knocked off it by Delino. And back on it now is Seuss.
A little bit of frustration showing in the body language from the Red Wings. Even when they're on the ice, you saw Blake Reed slamming his stick as if trying to call for the pass, but also a little bit of frustration.
Now the Red Wings chip it out to center ice. Dumped right back in by Toronto. Back on it now for the Red Wings is Blais. Blais up the near side finds Reed. Look out, he's got Tanguay behind the defense. Gives it to Tanguay. Tanguay has the puck knocked away from him by Mashinter.
Tanguay was behind the defense, but had to stop and wait at the blue line. No carrying of momentum at all, but here we go.
3-on-1. Beretta over. Here's a chance. Stewart shoots. Save made by Blankish, and Stewart goes crashing into the boards.
And I heard a few choice words coming from the Red Wings bench.
Now the Red Wings looking to break through. They do. It's Erat on goal. Erat shoots. Scores! Sebastian Erat splits the D, and Big D down by just one.
Nice little chip there from Sebastian Erat. Calm, cool, and collected is the man from Nashville.
Holy mackerel. My goodness, how did Erat get between both those defensemen?
And then has the presence of mind not to just slap it home, but use the touch. Get it up and over the glove hand.
I think the word you were searching for there was wherewithal. That was impressive. And Erat makes no mistake, showing the poise that helped Martin Erat become such an effective scorer in Nashville for so many years. The Nashville product, Sebastian Erat, goes upstairs and has Detroit back in this game.
Dispossesses the puck there, too.
Yeah, here comes Erat down the right side. Erat into the middle, finds his man, Mirandi, over to the left side, shot! Save made by Fortino. Wow.
And that's what you want to do there if you're the Red Wings. You're looking to get the goaltender moving laterally, but just could not find the twine.
4-3. Toronto leads Detroit. Shots on goal favoring the Bulldogs, 10-7. Red Wings looking for the tying goal here midway through this second period after Sebastian Erat has drawn them within one. Up top, Simon sends it down low. Back on it now is Seuss. Well, they've given the goal here in the arena to Colton Lance. We know that isn't true. Toronto brings it in down the left side. Down low, taken by Nicholson. Now Detroit takes over. Over on the far side. On it there for Toronto is Kalapaka. Up high, it's deflected out of the zone by Detroit. And Toronto back on the puck. Chen back with it. One more time, folks, they've announced the goal and put it on the website as being scored by Colton Lance. That is false. It was scored by Sebastian Erat, and we will do our best to get that corrected.
All of those stats, if we say it's something else, generally you'll see it corrected after the game, folks.
Up the far side, puck sent out to center. Toronto back on it. Now it's sent up the far side or the near side for DeGazio, tips it in. Simon back on it for Detroit. Simon hands it off for Lee. Lee over to the far side for Martin. Martin chips it ahead. And now it deflects into the Toronto bench with 4:35 on the clock in this second period. And we've got a video to show you here on the big screen, as I believe this will be Detroit's last goal. Indeed, this was the one scored by Sebastian Erat.
Just breaks through the two defenders. No question about where he wanted to put that shot.
Perfectly placed upstairs for number 10 in white and red.
And just for all of you who are watching all these games here on ASTV, Jack Allgood was credited with the third goal in that game. Does get his hat trick after the fact. He knew he had scored all three when I interviewed him down at ice level.
Of course he did. Of course he did. When I was a kid playing hockey, the first thing I did after the game, every game, was I checked the score sheet. And I had so many goals taken away. I didn't score that many, so I knew especially when they were taken away. And yeah, that's something that every kid knows and watches for, even if they say they don't. They do.
Yeah, Mike Gould, the shootout expert in men's league, I hear, though.
That is true. I love shootouts. Oh, yeah. Maybe this game will go to a shootout. Wouldn't that be something?
How else can this game end? How else can we make this game any more wild than it already has been?
Yeah, it's been fantastic. Face-off coming up in the neutral zone. Lance there to take it. Face-off won by Lance. And now it's taken by Banda, who gets over to the right side. Look out, fumbled there. And Toronto brings it in. It's DeGazio. DeGazio kicks it back to himself. Lost control, though, and Tanguay takes over for Detroit. Lance gives chase.
Banda is such an intimidating presence. One of the taller players in this tournament. And definitely shifting his hips, keeping that stick active. Got to be intimidating for a forward to look at that coming down the way.
Now DeGazio ahead. Over on the far side, puck deflected out to center. And Seuss brings it back in offside.
You know, I think that's probably going to be a matchup we see a lot on the back end. Seuss and Banda, both some of the tallest in this tournament. And as we've said, height doesn't mean everything, but it is something to consider, especially this age group where it is so variable.
Yeah, pretty monstrous defense pairing out there for Toronto, just towering over most of their opponents. Now over to the near side, taken by Peretta, collides with his own teammate, but still gets it into Mashinter. Mashinter down the right side, now it's taken away by Detroit. Erat lost it, but it's brought across the blue line nevertheless. Detroit now brings it back into their own zone, and Erat chops it out to safety. Erat playing against a team here that sort of wears similar colors to his dad's old team.
Yeah, it's got to be a little bit like, am I really in this tournament? Like, pinch yourself a little bit. They do wear the stripes on their helmet more similar to the Michigan State Wolverines.
That's right. You've made that comparison before. Now a long shot. There's deflected. Toronto picks it up. Peretta down low. Peretta in the slot. Directs it on goal. Oh, and it's loose. Oh, and they're still jamming away. Comes up top. Seuss fires. Blocker save made there by Blankish.
Blankish was out of position, but just barely gets back in front of the net in time to shoot that blocker out.
Back the other way come the Red Wings. On it there is Morandi. Morandi on goal, and that one's directed away from danger by Toronto. They clear it out to the line and out. Detroit now on the puck. Blay chips it ahead for Lee. Lee loses it to Mashinter.
Morandi actually had a couple of whacks there. First shot denied, and then threw a second shot off the pillows.
Now Alden DeRoche, I should say, for Toronto, fires it all the way down the ice. With 2:27 to go in this second period. That's an icing call against Toronto.
In DeRoche, NHLer, correct?
Not that I remember.
I thought so. That name sticks with me for some reason. But speaking of sticking, both of these teams need to stick to the game plan. They need to make sure that they're focused here in this one, because it's easy to lose focus when you're in a game like this.
Now Toronto tries to bring it out, but it's sent right back in deep by Martin. And Lee gives chase for Detroit. Nice play there by Toronto, though, to escape the pressure. And they'll send it up the far side, now through the middle. And after that puck for Toronto is Saratsky. Saratsky helped out there. He gets the puck back and hands it off to Kalapaka. Kalapaka battling for it down low. Detroit looking to jar that puck free from below the goal line in their own defensive zone. Finally, the referee blows the play dead, and the faceoff will be inside the Detroit zone with 1:52 on the clock in this second period.
Track meet. This game's flown by. It hasn't felt like we're about to enter our flood intermission. Jeez.
Yeah, it's really gone by quickly, and 7 goals between these two teams. Now the puck at the blue line, kept in by Toronto, but only for a moment as Lee skates onto it and fires it ahead to Deskins. Deskins backhands it to himself, makes a move around one Toronto defenseman, but now it's taken away from him by Liam Chen. Chen fires it ahead. Here comes Toronto as Kalapaka lost control. Now Chen fires a shot that deflects into the far side corner. Up top, Pollard keeps it in for Toronto. Now it's chipped into the middle, and that one bounces away from Martin. Toronto completing a change, and they'll be called offside there with 1:19 to go in this second period.
Mike, I can say it. That offside caused by the wonky layout here at this ice surface at the Ice Palace. That offensive zone door a good 15 feet away, and we've noted this, and I haven't been able to confirm it, but it does appear to be a shorter neutral zone, only about 3 feet between the center circle and the blue line.
Yeah, it's really short. Like I think the offensive zones for both teams are quite large because of that difference, and we'll get confirmation on that at some point. Now Toronto back on the puck in their defensive zone. The pass up to DeGazio, handcuffed him a bit, and Thorne sends it up ahead. Here comes Tanguay. Tanguay over to Lance. That puck hopped over a stick. Now Lance rims it around. Banda gives chase. Banda couldn't find it. Toronto brings it out to center. They've got a 2-on-1. Here come the Bulldogs. Over to the right side. DeGazio returns it, and it's deflected off the skate of Thorne.
Oh, if that pass had made it back across, there was a lot of wide open space there on the far side.
That would have been a gimme. Now Toronto almost forces another turnover. Detroit on the puck. It's Tanguay. Up ahead, finds Thorne. Thorne crossed the blue line and chips it in deep. Toronto back on the puck with 20 seconds to go in the second period. Turnover, and a save is made by Fortino. Now Toronto brings it out to center. DeGazio returns it over to the left side for Stewart. Stewart down the left, fires a shot, deflects on goal and sticked aside there by Blankish. And that will pretty much do it for this second period. As the buzzer sounds, it is Detroit still trailing Toronto 4-3 in this game on Wednesday evening at the 33rd Annual Brick Invitational Tournament.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of talking points for both sides as they head to the locker room. And our officials here holding the teams apart. I don't think there's been that much bad blood, but with any high-scoring game here, you need to be careful that you don't have any tempers overflowing.
Absolutely. Mike Gould here with Conrad Krausert on ASTV. We'll be back with you in a few moments to bring you some highlights from the first 2 periods here at West Edmonton Mall. Stick with us. You're watching the 33rd Annual Brick Invitational Tournament on Amateur Sports TV.
Welcome to Pilot Mountain Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Pilot Mountain Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment. Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, Wing Night Wednesdays, Buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar, located across the street from Blackjack Stewart Arena off Highway 3 in Pilot Mountain.
Folks, we are back live here at West Edmonton Mall. Mike Gould along with Conrad Krausert on ASTV as it's the Toronto Bulldogs leading the Detroit Junior Red Wings 4-3 after 2 periods of play. And Conrad, we're going to take this opportunity to break down some highlights.
We got enough of them in that first, I wanted to say 40 minutes, but it's 24 minutes.
And here's a flurry of saves made at the Detroit end by their goaltender, Nolan Blankish, who had quite a lot of rubber directed his way. This last one came from up top, and he got his blocker on top of it. Really good play to reset by him.
As I mentioned, was a little out of position prior to that shot flying towards the net, but made sure to push his way back in, get his eyes and his feet reset, and get in front of that puck.
Absolutely. Let's see what we got queued up next.
Might take a quick second, but you got a reminder that that was not the starting goaltender for Detroit. We have seen a goaltending change.
And now here is Toronto's 4th goal. This is the one that chased Colin Ferguson out of the Red Wings goal, and this one was scored by Mashinter from the left side. Just fired it between the arm and the body of the goaltender, the starter for Detroit.
Almost a coast-to-coast rush there, but you know, truly just a goal scorer's goal, knowing where to put that puck. And you know what? We've actually seen some of the Red Wings come up here out of the Red Wings dressing room early, separate the forwards from the D-men, get a couple different messages to the squad. Something I think that we should mention here as we get ready to head back towards the ice. Yeah,
they're all just sitting there as we take a look at Marty Erat over there hanging out with his players. And now we've got another highlight to show you. As this one came with Toronto leading 4-2. Let's get this one going. As this one was a really nice save made by Blankish. This one was right after he came in, and he sealed the deal there. And the play came back the other way. And look at this. as this is Detroit's Erat, splitting the D and then going upstairs to make it 4-3.
Gotta say, that's an elite level shot. Got up quick, backhand to forehand, make the goalie shift his hips a little bit. And as I said, it's so important for goalies to set their feet to be able to read a puck. Did not quite have his feet set, couldn't quite get the glove up in time. Great goal from Erat.
Mike Gould here with Conrad Krausert. We might have one more highlight here to show, as let's take a look at one more.
It'll be up here quickly.
Yep.
But just Erat's knowledge to split the D there. Very high hockey IQ.
I believe we might have already seen that one. We're going to try and see another one here as we're continuing in this second intermission.
But that play almost reminded me of someone who wore 66. There's famous clips of Mario Lemieux doing the same thing to various NHL defenders throughout his career. Almost became his calling card of his early career.
Now this is the third Toronto goal, and it comes through the middle of the ice, down the right side. Just a pass in front, a shot that's kicked aside. The rebound comes in front for Stewart, I believe. And we'll take a look as this play continues. As a shot there, that one's saved. Stewart gets it down low, pulls off the wraparound, and it just barely crosses the goal line.
Yeah, that was one that the Detroit coaching staff had some problems with. Thought that, are we sure that one crossed the line? Pretty sure from conclusive video evidence here on ASTV that it did in fact cross the goal line. You know what, do we have time to slow that one down real quick to make sure that you never want to criticize the referees, but we do want to just see if we can double check now that we know we have the slow-mo capability here.
Yeah, let's take a look one more time here at that third goal by Toronto.
Even if we just get the last third of the play, that would certainly help. Because you know what? Maybe there is a little bit of an argument to be made there that they did get the pad close to the post. Here's a zone entry.
So this might take a while, but we'll see. As down the right side, they bring it in, and there's a shot that's about to happen. This is
good initial save, to be honest. Bounces it to a non-dangerous area. Stewart gliding past a couple players.
Yeah, getting himself into a dangerous area as the puck comes up top for Toronto.
And this is a real good, I think this one finds its way to the net, if I remember correctly. No, blocked in front. Again, that multiple layers of screens that I talked about.
Yep, always. Puck is still loose in the slot there, and it's dug free. And now it'll go below the goal line. This is starting to remind me of the scene in Good Morning Vietnam when Robin Williams does the impression of different record speeds. And now the wraparound attempt by Stewart. We'll take a closer look here. Hard to tell from this angle. Now down low, where is that puck? Can we see it?
Oh, yeah. It just looks to me.
Oh, I might see it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just across, I think.
Yeah, just found its way across the goal line from the looks of it. Call on the ice was a goal, and we'll back our officiating crew up here today.
All right, folks. Well, we're about to get back underway for the third period of action between Detroit and Toronto.
So you did notice that one of their coaches, Alex Tanguay, as we mentioned, in the stands, he was down in the locker room very quickly there.
No. He was actually overtaking a phone call.
Oh, was he? Oh,
yeah.
I saw him leave. I thought he might have gone to give a couple words of encouragement or what he saw. Because sometimes you see this in other sports, and hockey as well, but it's more certain, you certainly see it more in football, where you have a coach up higher in a different vantage point, just to give you a little bit of a different perspective. I had wondered if that's what they were doing with Tanguay.
Yeah, no, Tanguay's wearing a white hat, and I saw him in front of the Foot Locker over there. He was just taking a phone call. That's what he was doing during that intermission. As the Red Wings take back to the ice, and their coaches shuffle across the surface here, which is rapidly drying at West Edmonton Mall. And now Toronto will come back onto the ice, accompanied by a question.
Can they hold this lead?
I was thinking, who let the dogs out?
Oh, both good questions. But I don't want to alarm the fans at home. I hate being the bearer of bad news, but we do sit right next to the Zamboni, the ice resurfacing machine, and we have heard rumors that once again they're having some issues with the augers. We have a heavy industry tech coming in overnight to take a look at our Zamboni. It is a Zamboni brand ice resurfacing machine, so I can't say Zamboni. So we just hope that doesn't become a story once again in this tournament.
Yeah, we hope everything's all right with that machine, and it doesn't appear to have affected the resurfacing done in this intermission.
Not at all. And I'm wondering, oh,
the gate's still open. Yeah.
Our head of officiating, Norm Shaw, heading over to make sure that door is closed. Norm pulling double duty. Well, triple duty, really.
Yeah.
Head of officiating. He's been on ice as an official, and now our DJ and PA announcer.
Yeah, that's 2 jobs in one right there. And now Detroit looking to clear the zone. They can't. Stewart tried to pull the string on that move, but it's taken away by the Red Wings. They bring it out to center ice. And now down the middle, Erad in on goal. Erad stopped there by Fortino.
Rebound push just wide, too. Detroit coming out with some spark here.
Down the right side, Toronto into the zone. On the right side, it's now set down low, giving chase to Stewart. Detroit comes away with it. Up the near side, that pass just out of the reach of Hiringa, who skates onto it now. Hiringa into the zone, in the corner, being pressed there. They're going to call a penalty against the Bulldogs.
Both officials' arms went up in unison.
It's going to be a boarding call made against Toronto. And with 14:15 on the clock in this third period, the Red Wings heading to the power play.
And that's one of those penalties that does have a 2-minute and 4-minute variety here in this tournament. It looks like it's just going to be the 2-minute variety, as he didn't hold up the 4 fingers to indicate a double minor. Yeah, and it's 2 minutes up on the board there for number 21.
That'll be Matteo Malfara, who will sit for 2 minutes or less as Detroit looks for the game-tying goal in this one.
It looks like they might have taken the lines into a bit of a shuffle here, as they're all the players from Detroit were trying to hear their coaches saying which numbers were out there.
Campbell over to the left side finds Simon, sends it down low. After it there is Martin. Martin in the corner with the puck down low in front. That pass just out of the reach of Lance, and it's fired all the way down the ice by Toronto.
You know, generally you'll have a line in an age group like this where you just know who your line partners are instead of having to listen out for that number call that becomes so popular with coaches who love to shuffle the lines up.
Puck backhanded on goal by Toronto, knocked away there by Nolan Blankish.
So I heard from an unnamed Flames player, this is a player I met just on the street, that Glenn Gulletson didn't really have lineup sheets or leave lines alone long enough, so you just always had to listen for your number.
Makes sense.
Glenn Gulletson now one of the assistants here with the Edmonton Oilers.
That's right. Puck sent up the near side, not connected though, and Toronto again fires it right back into the Red Wings territory. Karam's off the boards right in front of Alex Tanguay, and now the Red Wings bringing it up the near side. On that puck, sent ahead for Lee. Lee at the circle, into the middle, knocked away by Toronto. Now a race for the puck in the far corner. Tanguay after it, comes up top for Lee. Lee backhands it, and now over the near side, taken by Toronto. Double clutching that and firing it down the ice is Tyler Kalapaka. Thorne will lead the charge, gets it ahead for Reed. Reed down the right side into the middle. That one's taken away by Toronto yet again. And the Bulldogs send it all the way down the ice. Not the power play the Red Wings have wanted in this one. Up the near side, Reed with the puck. Pass through the middle, finds Tanguay on the left side. Tanguay streaking in, has it down low. Tanguay with that puck, hands it off for Lee. Lee there down low with Tanguay. As we are back to five-a-side hockey. Shot there is seen all the way by Fortino. He covers up for a face-off with 12:09 on the clock.
I just had a thought, Mike. Do you think any of these players know what the two-line pass rule was?
Absolutely not.
Because I think Detroit might be in trouble if that rule was still in effect. All of their passes seem to have gone from zone to zone to zone.
I never liked that rule.
I don't think anyone did.
Yeah, it took away stretch passes, took away excitement. and they quickly did away with it when they were trying to increase goal scoring, as they should have. Now on the right side, Hirina in front. Oh, that's just deflected wide by the Red Wings. Close call there. Detroit on it down low. They get it up top. A long shot there by the Red Wings. Skips toward the goal, but it's blocked by Mashinter. Comes up high. Bulldogs after that puck. Comes over to the near side for Stewart, who brings it out to center. Gets it up into Mashinter. Slides off his stick. Sent over to the far side. Detroit looking for that puck. Hey, Paul, a Toronto player now. No call on the play. And now at the far circle, it's taken by Thorne for the Red Wings.
Looks like it might be a little bit of a wet penguin slide over there on the far side of the ice. We're seeing that tile mosaic come out again.
Now Mashinter with Stewart. Mashinter to Stewart on the left side. Shoots, and a save is made there by Blankish.
Blankish looking around, didn't know where it went off his chest.
Now up high, Pollard from distance. That one's blocked away by the Red Wings. They'll get it up to Haringa. Haringa can't clear, kept alive. Now Mashinter on it down the right side. Mashinter cutting in. Mashinter from a sharp angle flips it over to the net. Now Haringa sends it out to center. Back on it for Toronto is Pollard, who sends it over to DeRoche. DeRoche up ahead, connects on that pass. Now Detroit takes over. Back on it for the Red Wings is Banda, who hands it back to his defense. Up the far side, kept in by DeGazio. Gets it ahead. Here's a chance for Toronto. Oh, and it's swept away nicely there by Martin. Pollard sends it down low. Back on it for Toronto. They have the puck down low below the goal line. That was Delino who lost control. Detroit up the far side. Sent back down low by DeRoche. And after it there is DeGazio. DeGazio hauled down, no call. Martin gets it ahead. Red Wings looking to clear, and they will. Yes, as Diskins gets it to Lee. Taken over by the Bulldogs. DeRoche looks up ice, finds Dodek on the near side. Dodek enters the zone and spins at the blue line. Dodek again spins before firing it down low. On it there is DeGazio. Finds Wang up top. Wang with that puck, long shot there. Kicked away by Detroit. And making a nice move is Lee. Lee hands it off over to the left side, just out of the reach of Martin, who gives chase. Martin upended. Wow, that was dangerous. And no call on the play as Martin was hauled to the ice.
I know we allow a little bit of body contact along the boards, but that seemed to be more than a little.
Yeah, that was hefty. That was something Robin Regier would do in a corner.
Only if it was Alashemsky.
Now through center, Martin takes over, but he loses the puck to Dodek. Here comes Dodek through the middle, making moves. Dodek at the circle. Dodek backhand, and a save is made by Blankish. On the near side, Dodek up top. Has it knocked off his stick. It comes back out to center. Dodek hands it off to Chen, who looks ahead through the middle, deflects off a stick and into the Detroit zone. Blade turns it over. Here comes Nicholson down the right side. Nicholson tried to backhand it on goal, but it was directed wide. Nicholson down low in front. That one was knocked away from Toronto, and now down low on the puck is Saratsky. Saratsky gets it up top to Chen. Long shot there. Skips on goal. The rebound. They score! Kalapaka. Toronto leads 5-3.
That's a goal you needed if you're Toronto. You need to make sure you put this one to bed. Stop any momentum here from Detroit. But just a reminder, as we celebrate this goal, your game here between the Detroit Junior Red Wings and Toronto Bulldogs is brought to you by KO Group Limited. KO Group is a one-stop production company. We've been making impactful, affordable content for over 25 years. With a curated team of experts from all areas of the call sheet, we can offer our clients everything from live production to animation to virtual reality.
Face-off upcoming at center ice after that insurance goal by Tyler Kalapaka. Face-off won by the Red Wings. They poke it forward. And back on it for Toronto is Pollard. Toronto looking up ice. Through the middle, that pass connects. Here comes Saratsky down the right side. Saratsky at the circle, knocked off his stick. Picks it back up down low. Up high finds Pollard. Pollard walks the line. That one's blocked by the Red Wings. And now taking over is Lance. Lance, big collision there with Kalapaka. Now Detroit back on the puck. That pass by Simeon, he fanned on it. Now up the far side, Simeon turns it over. Helped out though by a couple of his teammates who bring it out to center. Lance chases, it's sent back out to center by Toronto.
So the assist on that goal to number 43, Liam Chen.
Reed up top. Reed fires it down low. That one just missed Lance.
I almost wonder if Lance was just trying to tip that towards net instead of take possession.
Kept in by Campbell down low. Lance lost control. Directed just wide by Detroit. Close call there for Tanguay. 7:34 on the clock in this third period. Detroit trailing by 2. They pick it off. Tanguay in the offensive zone at the right circle. Backhand. Oh, that one just skipped wide. Close call there for Tanguay. And now the puck comes out to center. Stewart giving chase.
Not quite enough pace to go all the way for an icing.
Now at center. Tanguay down the right side. Left-handed shooting forward. Tanguay sends it in front. Oh, and that one was almost deflected on goal by Erat. Now out to center. Comes Toronto. Down the right side into the middle. Mushinter. Toe drag. Mushinter on goal. Backhand. Save made there. And now the rebound taken by Detroit. They get it to the line. Not out. Kept alive by the Bulldogs. Sent over to the near side now. And keeping it in is Malfera. Down low. Toronto jamming away at that puck. Malfera is upended. No call. Peretta trips it down low for Mushinter. Peretta trying to find it. Now Detroit takes over. And on that puck for the Red Wings is Thorne. Chasing after it is Erat. Erat down the right side has speed. Erat has Tanguay bursting toward the goal. Erat shot. And a glove save is made by Fortino.
And that brings out the loud cheers that have been missing for most of this game from the Bulldogs faithful. And shake it off. You know what? Both of these teams have managed to do that in this game. Shake off the early game jitters and really settle down here in the second and third period.
5-3 the score in favor of Toronto. Off the draw, it comes up high for Corbin. Corbin sends it down low, and Morandi unable to deflect it on goal. Now Toronto brings it out to center, down the right side. That was DeGazio, had the puck knocked off his stick. Bulldogs take over, send it over to the near side for Dodick. Dodick cutting in. Dodick in front. Here's a chance to Lino. And he sends it wide. Now Lee advances it. Detroit bringing it out to center. And almost offside there, but now it's sent back out to center, so it doesn't matter. As Corbin back on it for the Red Wings.
With our goal sheet almost a mile long here, Mike, I'm having to make some tough decisions as it approaches decision time for our 3 stars. Stay tuned after the game for your 3 stars and interviews sitting down with me.
Now Chen at the right side, tried to dump it in, but it's taken away by Detroit. Through the middle, that pass misses Lee. And now here comes Dodick. As Detroit completes a change, Dodick fires, and that one missed by about 4 feet. Off the carom, Nicholson couldn't settle it down, but now he gets it back.
That was a missile of a wrist shot.
Oh, yeah.
Not seeing a ton of those in this tournament. We've seen a couple good slap shots, but just the age of these players doesn't mean there's a lot of strength on those wrist shots.
Now Martin coming through the middle. Martin at the right side. Shoots that one, deflects high over the net. Off the carom, Detroit back on it. Deskins shoots it just wide. Martin down low, rims it for Deskins. First on it for Toronto is DeRoche. DeRoche hands it off over to the near side. Toronto looking to advance it, and they do. Out to center. Down the left side comes Saratsky. Saratsky cuts to the middle, and now it's taken over by Detroit. Simeon on that puck. Kalapaka down low, in front, deflected on goal. Here's another chance for Toronto, and that one's blocked away. Up top, Pollard on it, walks in, fires, and that one's blocked by Lee. Simeon up ahead, kept in by Pollard, long shot, sails wide. Off the carom, Campbell picks it up for Detroit. Again, kept in by Toronto, Pollard sends it down low. After it there is Kalapaka. Kalapaka settles it down, being pressed there by Simeon, and now Lee takes it away for Detroit. Deskins gets it in for Martin. Martin into the middle. Martin tries to pull off a move, and now he's knocked to the ice. 3:55 to go in this second period.
So this is a no body contact tournament. Doesn't mean body position isn't important. As we have a turnover here.
They score! Tanguay upstairs, 5-4.
Tanguay using something his father sometimes was criticized for not doing in Calgary. Just takes this shot and goes roof with it.
Wow.
What a great shot from a broken play from the young Tanguay.
Wow, what a shot there by Blake Tanguay. Goes upstairs, makes this a 5-4 game with 3:45 on the clock. Detroit just needs one to tie. Toronto back on it. They advance it forward, and now it's sent back in by Lance. Toronto goes D to D up the far side now as we listen to the goal announcement. Detroit on the puck. Tanguay with it. Tanguay down low, lost control, and Stewart takes over for Toronto. They call Blake Tanguay's goal unassisted in the arena. Mashinter fires, glove snag made by Nolan Blankish. A big stop there for number 31 in white.
31 in white has come in and done a admirable job, only allowing one goal. I'm not sure what his shot total is. That will be updated after the game, but certainly has seen some pressure and pushback here from the Bulldogs. Well, push from the Bulldogs, not pushback.
31 in Detroit colors kind of reminds me of Curtis Joseph.
He has the kind of looks like eyes on his mask. I'm not exactly sure what that decal is.
Now up the near side, Detroit sends it to the line, not out, kept alive by Mashinter. Now Stewart into the middle, Peretta fires. Oh, and that one just blocked aside by Detroit. Stewart down low. Stewart being looked there at by Corbett. Corbin trying to break it free. Blay also in there to help out for Detroit. Knuckle biter time here at West Edmonton Mall. 2:43 on the clock. Toronto keeps it alive, sends it down low. Blay back on it there for Detroit. Coming in to help out is Erat. Erat kicks it to a stick, breaks it up the far side. Detroit brings it to center. Here come the Red Wings, making a nice move there. Here's a chance, Morandi couldn't pull the trigger. Toronto gets it to the line, not out. Blay, long shot, deflects wide. Erat into the middle, here's a chance. Oh, and Detroit couldn't get the shot on goal. Toronto brings it out to center.
And the goaltender had started to move up towards the hash marks as if expecting to be told to make his way to the bench.
Almost a trip there against Detroit, no call. Back on now for the Red Wings is Blay. Blay gets it in, deflects by Morandi, but kept in by Pollard, who fires it down low again. 1:51 on the clock here at West Edmonton Mall. Now Lee takes over, gets it to center, but no further. Taken over by DeGazio. Detroit on it. They get it ahead. Here comes Lee. We'll see if they pull the goaltender. After it is Martin. Martin backhand shot, goes wide, and the goaltender remains between his pipes for Detroit as Toronto brings it out to center. Campbell lost it in his skates. Now after it is Martin, but Toronto again back on that puck on the near side. Sent back out to center. Campbell on it. Goes D to D. Simeon hesitates. Now skates it down the left side and dumps it in. Detroit gives chase, but Toronto back on it first. Sent up the near side. Keeping it alive, though, is Campbell. Now the goaltender to the bench. 6-on-5. And in the middle, Martin directs it on goal. Making the save there for Toronto is Enzo Fortino with 1:01 on the clock in this third period.
Oh, my goodness. I'm looking at this scoring sheet, and these teams have divvied out the points throughout all of their players, all of their lines. Very hard for me to make the selections. Timeout, Red Wings, timeout. Gives me a little bit more time.
Yep, the Red Wings charged for their first timeout. 1:01 on the clock in regulation time. That last goal by Blake Tanguay, bringing this game to within one goal. As we will take a look at that goal by Tanguay here on our big screen. Let's take a look. So you can see the puck is broken out by Detroit. Martin sends it in. Down low, the puck moved there by Toronto. And off a bit of a turnover here. It's Tanguay just cutting in down the right side and firing it upstairs.
Short angle, too.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Perfect shot there by Blake Tanguay. Detroit needs one to tie here late in this third period. Erat to take the draw for the Red Wings. He's got Morandi right behind him. Biggest face-off of the game is won by Erat. Campbell, D to D, left side, long shot by the Red Wings, gets through, and making the save is Fortino.
Fortino needing to stand tall between the posts. And he's right by his fan section as they're trying to get loud. One of the players, or one of the parents, flexing his muscles as if to say, stay strong, boys.
6-on-5 for Detroit. They trail 5-4 on the scoreboard. Off the draw, Toronto finds it. They look to clear. It's still loose in the offensive zone. Now it's backhanded all the way down the ice. That will likely be, no, it won't be an icing against Toronto. Wow. Back on it is Thorne. Lost control. Toronto on the puck in the O-zone. 35 seconds on the clock. Pass picked off, and look out. Erat pokes it ahead. Erat gives chase. Knocked off his stick. Detroit still looking for it at the right point. Now Toronto brings it out. Zeratsky off the goalpost. Thorne back on it for Detroit. Thorne leading the charge down the left side. 13 on the clock. Thorne, and they're going to say the Red Wings were caught offside.
Erat half a step early. Hard to see.
Face off in the neutral zone. On the far side, Toronto nursing a 5-4 lead. Erat there to take it for the Red Wings. Face off, bit of a scramble. Erat sends it back to his defense. Over to the near side. 5 seconds on the clock. Across the blue line, Toronto sends it out to center. And that will do it. The Toronto Bulldogs defeat the Detroit Junior Red Wings in a thriller. 5-4.
Truly an incredible game. We saw 6 goals in our first period, a little bit of a settle down, and then as we came down the stretch, it got crazy all over again. Oh boy.
We'll hear more from Conrad shortly. 3-star selections to be announced here soon.
Oh, and the goaltending duo here from the Red Wings, hanging their head, knowing that that was a close game here and just not quite getting across the line.
Final score 5-4 for Toronto. Shots on goal favoring the Bulldogs, 17-15.
And I gotta say, reiterate, this was a team game from both of these teams.
Yeah.
It wasn't one line doing the lion's share of the work. It was very, very even. And I don't think either of these teams should hang their heads. It was close. You pressed hard if you're the Red Wings. You had the answer if you were the Bulldogs. But neither of these teams should be hanging their heads low for this one today.
Mike Gould here for Conrad Krauser. Conrad, they're expecting you down at ice level. We'll talk to you in a little bit. You're going to go down and talk to our 3-star selections. I'll stick around with you for a moment here on ASTV as one more time the final score, Toronto 5, Detroit 4. On behalf of all of our crew here at ASTV, Mike Gould saying thank you for joining us here on this broadcast, where one more time it is Toronto taking a 5-4 victory over the Detroit Junior Red Wings. And now I will sign off here at the West Edmonton Mall Ice Palace. Thank you for joining us. Mike Gould for Conrad Krauser. Have an excellent rest of your Wednesday.
Your second star for the Detroit Junior Red Wings, number 40, Blake Tanguay.
Blake, let's go ahead since they're doing some photos. Hi everyone, my name is Conrad Krauser, your color commentator here for ASTV. I'm joined by our second star, Blake Tanguay. Blake, an incredible game between two teams. 6 goals in the first period. You battle back, unfortunately come a little bit short, but you have the goal that makes it close in the end. Your team battled hard, so what do you have to say on behalf of your team?
They did very good, and I hope we win next game.
Hope to pick up the win in the next one. You know, that's a noble cause, but you always got to give props to your opponent in a game like this. What do you see coming over the boards for the Bulldogs?
They did very good, and I hope they do very good in this tournament.
Hoping your opponent does very well in this tournament. So let's go to your goal. What did you see coming into the O-zone? And a nice little piece of individual effort with a short angle shot.
I saw a pass from the other side or a goal.
Simple, easy, to the point here from Blake Tanguay. I'm going to let you go down to your team. Getting some congratulations here from the Bulldogs. Best of luck in the next one. So here is your third star, number 43 from your Toronto Bulldogs, Liam Chen. Up there to the board, to the iPad up there. So Liam, as I said with the Red Wings, is true for the Bulldogs. It was hard to find somebody with 2 points on the night, a total team effort. What can you say your team did to get this win?
I just think we battled hard right to the end. I got to thank my coach, Coach Mass, and we just did our best all the way to the end.
And it's got to be hard to keep that mental strength when you have so many goals scored in the first period. How do you keep your focus going into the second and third?
Just take deep breaths, stay focused, and try not to make any more mistakes.
Trying to not make any more mistakes, because mistakes are the killer here at this Brick tournament. So let's say one word about the team. What would you say is your team's strength? I know, hard question here. Passing, athleticism, believing in yourself, hard work. Hard work, there's a good one.
Work hard, I guess. I don't know.
Hard work pays off in this one. Liam, I'm going to let you head down to your locker room for a couple more photos. Congratulations on the win. And now your first star from the Toronto Bulldogs, number 19, Tyler Kalapaka. Tyler, what can you say about that crazy game?
It was a good game.
It was a good game for sure. I'm sure we don't have a lot of people who have a steady heart rate still after that first period. So when you know it's a hard-fought first period, lots of goals, what do you think the second period is going to bring? What was your thoughts?
I feel like we just worked hard and got lots of shots.
Worked hard, take lots of shots. I noticed that you got pucks in deep. As much as we joke that that's the thing that every hockey player says, it was true. You were trying to battle and trying to win every single puck battle as a team. Do you think you agree with me on that one?
Yes.
A solid yes answer. So Tyler, you got one more game. No, 2. I'm just Can you tell it's late here at the Ice Palace? You got 2 more games left to go. Is the goal to win them both using the momentum from this one?
Yes.
So, what do you think is going to be the most important part of your next game?
Battling hard and getting pucks and then getting rebounds.
Battle hard and getting rebounds. A strong hockey answer here from Tyler. Tyler, I'll let you go celebrate this one. Enjoy your Brickley the Bear. And here for Conrad Krauser on ASTV, we'll see you in about 10 minutes.